not bad. It's not bad at all.
We decided to go to La Panaderia, which is like this really famous bakery in San Antonio that last time we went to 2 different locations. The line was so long, we decided to come back the next time we come to San Antonio. So today, that's what we're gonna do. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. They're not open yet, but there are a bunch of people here waiting. Not as many as the last time we came. The line was like way out the door. Good morning.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Adelante.
Gracias.
How about we get one?
Okay. Look at all that red. Ooh. We have put a huge dent in all that bread that we bought. We bought like $40 worth of bread, and it's like disappearing because it tastes good. So last week, I mentioned that this week I would share with you how I came up with my training plan for the apnea training. And I just used ChatGPT. So this is really kind of like a tutorial also on how to use ChatGPT to create any kind of training plan. Because I'm gonna show you kind of the prompts that I used that you can kind of just, replace some words and kind of create any kind of training plan, like for Aikido or for karate or for jujitsu. And it's kind of like more of a guideline outside of the dojo. So let me show you real quick. So what I did is I came up with some prompts, and I kind of typed them in here ahead of time so that I don't waste much time typing. And I'm just gonna copy and paste it into ChatGPT. And basically I told ChatGPT to update its memory so that you are a professional freediver, a trained sports psychologist, an MD with a focus on sports and pulmonary functions. You are also a coach and a master martial artist, right? So when I update that, then thank you for reinforcing that. With my background, I can provide insights into freediving techniques, mental training, physical conditioning, and martial arts philosophies. So I've kind of created the base. Now I'm gonna go in and I want to be able to hold my breath dynamically for 5 minutes. And I'm gonna type that in here, and I said basically to improve my martial arts training as well as to be able to dive underwater and swim with the fish. Please design a training plan for me for the next 8 weeks that will help me reach my goal while also incorporating the important goals for martial arts training. And when I hit go, so then you can kind of see it's gonna come up with an 8-week plan, which is really amazing. And the best part is it's free. Yeah. So here you go. Oh, this is awesome. It even comes up with a weekly structure, like day 1 to day 7, and then details by the week. And of course, it's breaking it up into 2-week increments. So week 1 and 2, probably 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. And I'm just gonna let it run so you can kind of see exactly what it's doing. And it might be a little bit boring. I'll put some music in the background, make it kind of cool. And of course, remember, with this or with any kind of program that you put together, always think safety first. And what's really important about this is if you're gonna be holding your breath for long periods of time, be careful. I think it's after about 1.5 to 2 minutes, you can pass out.
right? So if you're walking and you pass out, fall, hit your head, you can die. You could potentially die. If you're underwater, you pass out, you can drown and die. So this is a very, very important disclaimer, is always do this with a buddy. If you feel like any kind of lightheadedness, dizziness, or anything, start seeing little spots, start breathing right away. And if you're in water, get out of the water. If you're in water, make sure you have a training buddy with you to watch you, so if you pass out, they can pull you out. Yeah, there we go. Really awesome. I mean, they even martial arts integration, high intensity sparring with focused breathing techniques. Wow, this is really cool. I mean, it went deep, deep, deep. Now, of course, it talks about CO2 and O2 tables, and it doesn't really give them to you here. So I went as far as, the last time I did this, is I put in here, give me the O2 and CO2 tables, boom. And bam, it just gives them to me right there. That is really amazing. So as you can see right here on the CO2 tables, the intervals changes, but on the O2 tables, the intervals do not change between rest. But the breath hold is changing. Gradually hold your breath longer. Wow, this is pretty cool. Yeah, here we go. Safety first. Always train in a safe environment if doing dynamic holds, e.g. underwater, have a trained buddy or coach present. That is the one reason it's very important to take a class, because if you take a class, I mean, here in Houston, they've got the Giglin and Marlin Dive Center. They've got a few dive centers here where you can take a free diving class, and they have the coaches and the buddies there if you decide to go underwater and do some breath holds. I finished week 1. I'm in week 2 right now. I'm still doing the same thing, 30-second breath holds, and I'm doing my CO2 tables, my O2 tables, making sure that I'm walking around. Now, this week, I have noticed that it's still painful. I mean, it still feels like I'm about to die, and I'm wondering if I can hold my breath longer. Like, can I hit that 45 seconds next week? I mean, it's pretty mind-boggling, but I did notice a few different things. For example, like, it's easier to hold my back straight, like my posture has improved, because when I take that deep breath in, it fills my lungs up and it pushes my back straight, which is really nice. So I have noticed a big difference in my posture. I haven't really noticed any difference on the training mat yet, and I do need to start doing a little bit more high intensity training to see if it's working yet. Now let's jump to my limit test for this week. Last week I held my breath for 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Got to get in a relaxed state. This is just a static breath hold, which I don't think has much relevance really, because when are you going to be static trying to hold your breath? Really, I mean, dynamic movement is more important for me, but just for the fun of it, I'm doing that static breath hold. I have noticed that, I don't like smoke. I don't like when people are smoking around me. And it used to be really hard to hold my breath walking by somebody so I don't have to breathe in that secondhand smoke. And now it's getting much easier. I can walk by somebody holding my breath and not worry about that secondhand smoke. So again, no prep, no warm up before this. We're gonna do a static breath hold and just see how long I can hold my breath on week 2 of my apnea training adventure. You ready? And take a deep breath in. I'm gonna sit back and relax. Maybe I'm gonna point this down a little bit. I'm gonna sit down, relax, take a deep breath in. Get everything out. Oh, shoot. Well, it looks like I've gone down a bit. Last time it was 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Today is 1 minute and 42 seconds. Does that have anything to do with those cycles or maybe the time of the day? Or, I think last time it must have been later. I just walked my dog just now, so maybe the CO2 buildup. I would love to try that again.
1 minute and 42 seconds. I think I could have stretched that out 20 more seconds. Oh man, this is really a mental thing. Huh.
I spent the evening last night walking around this block maybe like 40 times. I mean, I did 2 training sessions, 2 apnea training sessions last night. Took probably about 45 minutes, and trying to get ready for today, because today we're headed to Barton Springs and I'm gonna see how long I can hold my breath underwater. I bought this brand new watch to time myself because I had this really nice Garmin Fenix 5, but for some reason, the last time I went swimming, the water got into the case and destroyed the watch, so the watch no longer works. Kind of sucks. I was really hoping to get another one. Oh, it's pretty windy, but those Garmin's are really expensive. I bought this watch for $17. $17. All I need is a timer to let me know exactly how long I'm holding my breath underwater. And I'm trying to build up, hopefully maybe one day get up to like the 5 minutes. Water looks really clear today, but kind of worried because it's a little cold. It's probably like 72 degrees. I'm about to jump in and find out. Pretty excited. So I definitely had a good time today. I think my top time was like 55 seconds underwater, and it felt pretty good. But when you go down deep, it's a little bit harder to hold your breath the deeper you go for some reason. Maybe it's like psychological, because I'm afraid, because I'm so deep. Actually, it's not that deep. It's probably like 18 feet deep. A lot of fun.